So hello, welcome back. So this is where we are. We're on, of course, this is a Ford van. I am going to be making the Possum Lodge uh, Possum van from the Red Green Show. I'll put some links in the description so you can look at it and say, hey, that's what that is. If you watch the Red Green Show, don't give me any crap about this not being a Dodge van. I know it's not a Dodge van. It's the closest I could get, given the resources and the time and what's available to me where I am. It's also a little bit short. It's not the size it's supposed to be. So this is the van. I am going to take off all of the identifying markers. I mean, you might as well not advertise that it's a Ford van. I mean, it's meant to be a Dodge. Keep in mind, of course, this is short. Now, so a couple things going against me here. First, it's not a Dodge. Second, it's too short. But again, given what I have and what's available to me, this is what I'm going to use. It'll be really close. It'll look really good, I think, when I'm done. So that being said, this is where we are. Of course, you saw me building a bit of the frame. You didn't see me build the engine. I did that off camera, but it is essentially done as well. And that just needs to be painted and detailed. I am going to weather this kit. I don't weather many of my kits, much to some people's dismay, but I am going to weather this one because, let's be honest, it's the Possum van. It's going to be dirty. It's going to be broken. It's going to have, not going to be perfect and pristine. So this is what I have. Of course, the frame was so badly twisted and bent that I had to sort of clamp it in many different positions just to get it to lay flat and straighten out. And of course, that's what this is here. Have it sort of drying, and hopefully it'll straighten itself out pretty well. So yeah, that's where we are. I've got the frame and the chassis pretty much done. I just got to do the front end. It's not a complicated kit. There aren't that many parts to it. The engine and the chassis is pretty much the biggest part of the project. So we'll get going on the front end. We'll install the engine, and we'll get it all painted, of course. And I traditionally do that off camera. I'm not going to do it on camera. So I'll get everything painted, and then we will be back. Okay, we're back. Of course, you can see by the carnage. I did clean up a little bit. There were parts everywhere. I had to resort to my special pink glue because frame warpage was just so severe that the other glues just weren't drying fast enough. So I've started painting. I found a gray that I think matches pretty closely, so I'm going with that. I started off with this sort of primer gray that I actually I sprayed on, and it turns out it was way too dark. And also that when you spray it on in this application, I felt like it was just too it was too consistent and too smooth. Whereas the Possum Van, it was clearly hand painted in every way, not just the base coat, but all the details were hand painted, of course. I painted the hood and detailed that a bit. I'll zoom that in a little bit. There we go. Looks dirty. I put on some glow in the dark yellow paint. I don't actually know if that works or not. I've never tested it, but figured what the heck. Detailed the engine and the underside. It's all scuffed and dirty now. I have to finish off, though. I put the muffler in, but that is clearly way too shiny and new looking. The radiator is far too clean. So I'm gonna finish the detailing part of this. And then we can go on to the interior, which isn't really going to be that complicated. It's basically it's these parts here. There's not a lot to the interior. It's going to be a very simple build part. Then it's just final paint. I have to go out and buy some supplies. So I'm going to look for a paint that I don't have to mix. I'd like to find one a little closer to the blue that is used on the Possum Van. Not that I don't think I could mix it, but I just should buy it if I can. I have several blues. I just don't have that, that type of blue. So we'll go on to building the interior. We'll finish the weathering of the engine bay and the underside. I also weathered the wheels, not the wheels specifically, but the hubs, the hubcaps. I am going to weather the wheels as well, but I was hoping to find a way to remove this the red wall. I don't actually know how I'm going to do that. If I do it at all, I might just try to cover it a bit better with the dirt, the browns and the things I'm going to use to weather it. So I think that's it. We'll go on to building. We'll do the finished paint, and we'll be back. It should be done. And there we are. We're done. First things first. This was super fun. I don't usually build cars. I mean, the same thing can be said for every kind of kit. But my opinion is, if you built one car, you built them all. They have a body, they have an engine, they have four wheels, done. But you build airplanes, the same thing. They have 2 wings, 3 wings, whatever. Trucks. I'm a big fan of semi trucks. You built one, you built them all, really. So I don't build a lot of car kits, but I really like this one. Again, being Red Green, I'm a big, massive Red Green fan. I love the show. This was genuinely fun to build. Not sure where to start, honestly. I did weather it. You can probably see that. I'm not the best at that. I do the dry brush thing because it's the only way I know how to do it. But all in all, it came out pretty nice. Got under the hood, we got the engine. Now this hood does not hinge. actually is a it just has little tabs that keep it in place. Kind of a pain, really. But you know, weathered engine, weathered interior, weathered exterior, weathered underneath. It looks dirty, and that's red green. I mean, you know, I think in the history of the show, he only ever drove one brand new vehicle, and that was when he thought his Possum van had been stolen. So he was test driving a minivan. So yeah, weathered the back, weathered everything. Wheels just came out really nice. Not much to say otherwise. I mean, it just looks really, really nice. Again, don't give me crap. I know this is a Ford, and I know Red Green drove a Dodge. So if you're a fan of the show, I know that. But it's the van I had, so I used it. Yeah, it came out great. I hope you enjoyed watching this. And thanks for watching.